don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. All right. Okay, the first thing I gotta say, Kanchana. I have no clue how this movie ended up with 3 iterations of this film, but all right, this is a comedy horror from India, and it's almost 3 hours long. It probably is 3 hours long, and the synopsis is basically a man gets possessed by three women, and or the like. This is what the log line is, or whatever the description of the film is, and the mother realizes something's up, and basically seeks help. The problem is, it doesn't actually get to that point till basically 2 hours into the movie. So the entire first hour is just an overdrawn out comedic sketch of the mother and sister-in-law trying to discover if there's a ghost in the house. And they introduce that this guy, the guy who gets possessed by the 3 spirits, knows cricket and is good at cricket for no reason at all. And then they try to get you to feel for the spirit of Kanchana. And honestly, it didn't register with me anything. It was just because all I saw was a sleazy politician who was willing to screw over anyone. It had nothing to do with the person's sexual preference or their sexuality. It had nothing to do with that. It had to do with basically a politician. And it was just like, then they made the person who was possessed, who was constantly afraid of ghosts to the point where it's ridiculous, rationalizing with the ghosts. And it's like, okay, I kind of get it, but you're supposed to be deathly afraid of ghosts, and here you willingly accept a ghost into you, and it still ends with you being deathly afraid of ghosts. It was absolutely just trash. And I was told going into it that this is basically a trash Indian film. So I was like, okay, I'm okay with that. But it was just so drawn out. This movie probably would have been much better an hour and 30 minutes because you just cut out all the fluff. You get to the jokes quicker, and you don't just drag on the same joke over and over again. The joke where they had to basically constantly find out, oh, if you do this, it's 50% assured that there's a spirit there. If you do this, it's 75% assured. If you do this, it's 100% assured. And it was just so ridiculous. It was too drawn out. They should have just done it immediately. Quick, quick, quick. And it would have been so much more enjoyable. It would have been more comedic because it would have been faster paced. Here it was just drawn out over and over and over again, and so over the top that it just wasn't good. And the audio was atrocious. The mother, they made her whine and whine and whine that I just couldn't care for her as someone who was afraid. She was just constantly whiny anytime it was around about the ghost. Yeah, but Kanchana, basically a man who's deathly afraid of ghosts, ends up getting possessed by 3 ghosts all in one. After they're taken out of him, he ends up sympathizing with the ghosts, that he accepts them into his being so they can get revenge on the politician that basically robbed them. That's basically it. However, it's just so drawn out to even get to that point. The actual story was in the last 40 minutes, and where they did a flashback even to show us the ghosts' storyline. That's it. And they added so much extra fluff, it just wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't entertaining. I watched it all the way through because I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Please give me something to work with. I like to praise movies in India, but this one is just one of those slaps in the face that makes me go like, why? I guess the director was trying to show like the struggles for transgenders, but that made no sense to me because politicians will screw over anyone. They don't care about a person's... It's just, am I wrong? Am I wrong in thinking that? Did it really have to do with them being transgender? I'm pretty sure it had to do with them just having the land that the politician wanted. It doesn't have to be with them being transgender or anything. So it had nothing to do with transgender rights. In the end, it had absolutely nothing to do with transgender rights. So that's what I got out of it. I was just like, he just literally made them transgender to have the fact, like what America does. They'll throw in trans actors, non-binary actors, just to get more props, even though it has nothing to do with the story. And literally, if you actually watch the movie, it has nothing to do with the story. Nothing at all. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm watching it with subtitles. I'm trying to gather things from it that, of course, I'm not getting through the context. I'm missing it because I don't know the language. I don't know a lot of the. So correct me if I'm wrong, but literally, it had no purpose there. It really was just. It's not good. Just not good. Absolutely horrendous of a movie. But I watched it all the way through. All 3 hours of it. I watched it all the way through. I think I deserve a medal for that. Yeah, but apparently there's 3 of them. So apparently it's very popular. But then again, trash movies are popular. So I know I have terrible movies that I absolutely love just because they're trash. So it's one of those things. You take it with a grain of salt. Salt. Kanchana. Definitely don't recommend it. And if you really enjoy it, tell me what I missed. I mean, tell me what it is that you absolutely love about it. Tell me what's actually there that I am definitely missing. Or is it just a trash movie that you love? Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles!